Hi, we're Chris and Lisa with our two dogs, Olive and Laria. You'll see more of Laria because, well, she's Chris's favorite, and our little Olive is old and pretty much lays in a ball napping all day. You may know us from our podcast, GHT Overland, that we started in late 2017.
Let's see.
Or maybe you've literally never heard of us.
This is crazy.
Either way, welcome.
Oh my gosh, it gets narrow.
We spent the last 52 years growing up, falling in love, getting married, having two amazing children, as well as chasing careers, having several small businesses. You know, chasing the classic American dream. After selling our cherished home we raised our boys in, it's now time to move into a new chapter. We sold our final business that we gave every last ounce of energy into for the past 14 years, and quite honestly, a very unhealthy rate of roughly 3 days off a year at its peak. Enough of that. We're wiser and tougher because of it, and now home free. We're off to explore all the wild, rugged beauty this world has to offer. We launched out of Portland, Oregon like a ram on a rocket. It's a Ram truck. Anyway, on April 29, 2022, we left for a life on the road of epic overland travel to pick up our truck camper, Victor, in Fort Lupton, Colorado. If you like our adventures and want to support our work of showing you the world through our experiences, be sure to like this video, indulge in a little subscribe action, and you can always become a patron over at Patreon to get more of the insider scoop. Go grab your popcorn and snuggle in. This life is going to be awesome.
Hi.
You're taller than me.
I am at the moment.
So today we're going to go through the walkthrough of the Hallmark Victor camper we've been living in for, how long? 5 weeks?
A month and 2 weeks.
For 6 weeks?
I think so.
For 6 weeks. And so we feel like we know most of it as well as one could know it. So Lisa's going to walk through most of the interior. And because we like doing things a little bit different, we're also going to do a little Lisa's version versus Chris's version. And Lisa's version is obviously much better and much more thought through. So we're going to do that. You'll find we'll pop in little segments of Chris's version when Chris feels like it. For a little entertainment value. Should be a fun time. And then we'll go through most of the outside as well. There's not a lot to go through on the outside. There's 2 LED lights on the passenger side that are super helpful. There's 1 LED light for the outside on the driver's side. I wish there was 2, but there's 1. And then the work boxes we'll go through as well. Mm-hmm. And then if you have any questions on something maybe that we missed or something that you're a little more curious about, be sure and let us know in the comments below. When we were looking at Hallmark, there was 1 other walkthrough video. There wasn't a bunch of them. It would have been helpful if there was quite a few more, as much as I don't like inside tours of my camper home thing. I just think they're dorky. But in the end, when you're shopping for one, they're super helpful. So if you're looking for a truck camper, if you're looking at Hallmark, hopefully this is helpful. I think, side note, can we make a side note?
Side note.
Side note. If you're looking at a truck camper, some of the things that were super important to us, and it's going to be different for everybody. Laria's coming in, so she knocks the camera. Nice job, Laria. A couple of the things that we think were really important is a true 4-season, where the Hallmark is, because everything is on the inside. The trim heater, the vents keep everything nice and warm. If it's super cold, this is where, I think you can see that. This is where all the piping is for the water. You could just open that up to allow more heat in. So that was really important. A 12-volt fridge was super important because of the efficiency. And then if you're kind of not straight, which I think you rarely ever are, you're not going to have any issues there. The efficiency, though, is fantastic.
Yeah.
Because they use the trim heater, we're big fans. We didn't know anything about it before. But again, the efficiency, when we were in Colorado and it was 20-something.
Yeah.
Like you hardly use any propane. And we've talked about it before. We don't have any issues with condensation. We just don't. Having to walk on roof was super important because to me that showed me the durability of the roof. Not that I want to walk on it. It'll be nice. We'll get some photos, night photography or something up there. We got some really cool sunrise pictures at Arches up on the roof. But the big thing was construction durability. If you can't stand on the roof, that makes me a little nervous. Some of the others, you'll see Lisa give a little demo of up and down here. Some pop-up campers, you have to physically push up.
Yeah.
This one you don't. Yes, it's manual. I say motorized via a drill motor. You stick that drill motor in, up, down, no problem. Super easy to do. What were some of the other big things we were looking at?
Workspace.
Yeah, the workspace so that we can do computer work and both be completely separate with, usually you'll find me here doing work and then Lisa will be over here. So 2 different laptops will fit on this with drinks, snacks, other things. And there's nice elbow room here, which I thought was good. If you have 4 full-size people, I don't know. To me, maybe a truck camper this size is a little bit small. For 2 people, I think it's good. And then we can get into a lot more places than if we had an RV or a hard side camper. It just fits in more places.
Yeah.
So hopefully the review is helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. We will get back to you on those. And if we don't have the answers, then we will talk to Matt, Molly, Andy, Bill, and anybody else at Hallmark, and we'll get the answers for you. We really are enjoying this. And hopefully this video is helpful for you. If there's something more you want to see, let us know. Did you have anything to say?
Well, I missed 2 things now that I think about it. The dinette goes into a bed. And I completely forgot to mention that.
Yeah, so if you've got kids, this bad boy goes right here, full bed from here to there.
To there.
I don't think your kids are going to be that tall. I don't know how far that is, but it's a pretty long ways.
Yeah. And then the second is the window treatments. So you'll see our bottom windows right now are in blackout stage. It blacks it out. It's dark in here at night. You get good sleep.
Yeah, to be fair, you do get some light from up above coming in, so it's not completely dark, but it's, I mean, like you can see your hand. It's not so dark that you can like not see your hand.
But the other feature on the window treatments is the blackout is down, but if you pull up, it's a bug screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you don't have to have either. You can just open the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, super nice.
We did find, little tip for you, we did find if it's super windy, and I don't know why, the wind has been following us pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, not like a little gusty, like 40, 50 mile an hour gust winds.
That's no joke.
Yeah, so what we learned is you don't want to have the bug screen like closed.
Which would mean up.
In active mode.
Yeah.
And then have the wind come through because it will just blow that full screen all the way through the
little runners.
Runners. Mm-hmm. Runners, good point.
Yeah.
Hopefully those tips are helpful for you. What else? As we look around.
Yeah. It's comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely comfortable. Everything in its place has worked miraculously.
Yeah. I think it works pretty good. For this lifestyle, for what we're doing, it works good. It's no 3,000 square foot house.
Right.
Where you can dance around. But, I mean, you're in a truck camper. It's good. We think it's good. There's the space up there to put stuff. And in 6 weeks, we're still shuffling things around. I think after, I don't know, 3 months, we'll probably have everything kind of figured out.
Yeah.
The other thing I was thinking, if you want more information or a walkthrough on the Red Arc Manager 30 and some details on that, like it's so simple because it does everything itself. There's not a lot to go through. But you can, Lisa, just for fun, why don't you push the arrow down button and then tell us how much energy do we have?
100%.
100%. And that was with...
One solar panel.
Well, yes. And turning on the AC for a couple minutes. Anyway, super impressed, 100%. Yep. And then if you push down again, what does it tell you? Lisa doesn't have her glasses. Oh, it'll tell you where is the power coming from. So currently it's coming 100% from solar. It'll tell you how much is coming from the vehicle and or how much is coming from shore power if you have it plugged in.
Yeah.
And then arrow down one more time. And then what does that tell us?
Output status, and
it'll tell you where the energy is going.
Yeah.
So from that solar panel, how much is going into the battery and how much is powering other things first. So it'll give energy, let's say, to the refrigerator first before it gives it to the battery and the lights, because we've got every light in here on. Plus, we have the little twinkly lights. If I can figure out a way to get those twinkly lights to activate a little Marvin Gaye, we're in good shape. I think that's it.
Yeah.
If you push down again, it doesn't do anything, right? It goes back to the home screen?
Yeah, it automatically goes back to home screen.
Yeah. Hope you're having a good day.
Today, we're at the beautiful Bonneville Salt Flats. You got the desert, and then you got the salt. So today, we're gonna go through our Hallmark Victor. This is a floor plan that they brought back from years ago, and we have been excited that we've got the first one back in production. So come on in and see our home. As we come in on the left, we have our NovaCool refrigerator. They say a happy man is through his stomach. So when I go grocery shopping, I can fill this refrigerator full. Super nice. It's got 2 little drawers down here. I'm loving the refrigerator and a little freezer. So super nice. And I don't know about you guys, but every woman needs a mirror. So when you open this, you've got a mirror. And then here you just got this little storage spot. Here we do a lot of Chris's electrical cords. Keeps it nice and clean. That way, if I need to utilize this top space for additional cooking, I've got it. We've got a USB charging port here, 2 of them. And then the cigarette lighter. So we've got a set here. We have a set down here. We have a set here at the end and a set down here on this end of the upper cabinets. Amazing. You will never go less charged on your phones. Moving on, I don't know about you, but one thing that we noticed as soon as we walked into this model is there's 10 upper windows, and it is amazing, so open feeling that you get when you're in here. It gives a great breeze, and sometimes it leaves me speechless because it's super spacious. It's so nice. So over here is our 2-burner stovetop. It's a Dometic. And then down below we have full storage, and it goes all the way back to that same wall, and then just as wide as your countertop. So here I have pots and pans. I have a Coleman stove I put over the burner or over a outside fire. And yeah, bowls, all the necessities. Our middle drawer is all of our utensils. Again, you got to have the right utensils to do some cooking to keep the man happy. And then down below we have storage. We have our inverter down here, garbage bags, heavy duty wipes.
So here's the man's review. Here's the sink section. Here's the stove section. This is where the work is done. We've got a stove. Here's the stove. That's where the cooking happens. And then all the cooking stuff, that's in here. Good enough? Cool. There's more cooking stuff and utensils in there. Can you see that? Boom. Oh yeah, you can see that. Okay, cool. And then after all that wonderful cooking, there's cleaning stuff. There's garbage cans, garbage sacks. There's wipey things, extra storage.
It's for our fridge. And then we have a row of outside lights, which Chris will show you later. And then the bottom row are the inside lights. So there's a left side and a right side. And then while I'm down here, there's also the Truman heater. So there's a vent here and two down below from this bench seat. And then this is actually Olive's favorite spot. But I'm going to move her real quick because under here, when you lift this up, is more storage. So we have a total of 3 lithium batteries. One is on this corner and the other 2 are right in front of the bed. And then I don't know how deep that is. That's got to be about 2.5, 3 feet deep for additional storage. Super handy. So most of the time we put our shoes in there, the ones we're not wearing. And then these are super easy to pop back in, just like so. Okay, and then above us, we have a 12-volt Dometic air conditioner. Yep, you heard me right, 12 volt. You do not need to be plugged into 110 when you're out in the middle of the desert.
12 volt AC. We can fire this, here, I'll show you. We can fire this bad boy up on 12 volts in the middle of nowhere. We're the Bonneville Salt Flats. I guarantee you there is no plug-in anywhere around this place. How nice is that? That's nice. She's gonna crank too. If you listen to the podcast, you would know, make note, if you hit the boost button, you could get into some battery issues. And if you hit it 3 times, those issues could get more severe.
We typically keep it at 78, 80 degrees. And then on the right, as you enter, we have very spacious pantry. Typically, this would be where your wet bath would go, but we chose an outside option for that because I like to cook. So one of the mods that I would like to happen is slide out shelves so I can reach the back, because this full counter is literally like 32.5 inches deep. So it would be super nice to reach what I stock in here. So right now I just have a couple of baskets and an outdoor stove. I do have an air fryer and a blender. Super awesome. And then down below we have our storage, also the same, about 32 inches deep. Carries our dog meds, toiletry items, our vacuum, some tin foil, and then when we pack up and put our toilet, it goes in here as well. Super awesome. I like clean counters. I like to be able to use as much counter space as possible when I'm cooking. Chris was a dear heart and bought me some colorful flowers to add to the beautiful ambiance of our new home. So over here we have our Dometic
sink.
Here we have our Dometic sink. The faucet pops up and back down for easy storage. And this little guy is our secondary faucet. It actually is connected to our Guzzle H2O stealth system. That is underneath in the back corner, nicely tucked under there. And there's 2 Guzzle H2O systems that we have. So the stealth is the interior. Our Guzzle H2O stream system is what goes outside to your natural water source. So if you want to see more details on that, that's on our GHD Overland podcast series. So we have our cleaning supplies, some towelettes, bathroom items. This is our hot water heater. Super nice to have hot water on demand.
Okay, the control center for all the heat and the AC and the jamming tunes for the nightly, you know, is right here. So you've got the hot water heater. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So, and I don't get this. The hot water heater, on is down and off is up. Who came up with that program? This, I guess, is either way. So this is the switch for the pump for the water. This is an alarm thing if things go wrong. This is the radio. This is the heater. There's another little alarm thing way down there if other things go wrong. I don't remember what all those things are for.
And then down below, another fire extinguisher, storage, and it fits long-handled dusters. So super awesome. You turn around and there's just more storage. And, excuse me, Olive, I know you've been moved around, is additional storage and our freshwater tank. So the freshwater tank is literally 3/4 of the way in the length. We have our extra emergency bottled water at the end, and then extra wipes and my coconut milk. And then it just slides right back in. Now our cushion's missing. Laria got sick last night and made a mess, so we'll do some cleaning. One of our top priorities for when we were looking for any type of RV was Workspace. So when we came to know that the Victor had a front dinette set, we were sold. Absolutely wonderful. So you can adjust the table to either side. And then as you're doing this, you can actually turn the table east and west and also work this way. So if you want it longer. It's been amazing. Chris has loved it. And then it gives you more space here for when I'm cooking.
Beautiful flowers, fellas. If your lady wants twinkly lights, you get the twinkly lights. And then you add on top of that, you get her some flowers. You know what I'm saying? We've got nice pillows. That was a Bed Bath & Beyond stop, I think. Whatever, but hey, the lady's happy. We got 2 of them because they got a match. We got, let's see. There is I never thought we would actually use these. We use them all the time. So there is a cigarette lighter plug thing there. There are 2 USB outlets there. The same set is up there. The same set is up there. And the same set is up there. So all your plug-in needs for whatever it might be. I came up with this. Lisa incorporated. We did the carpet, did the hardwood floor here. Wasn't a fan. Carpet much nicer. They're made from rubber, so we can just pull them out when we're at the car wash. Spray them down. We're good to go. Okay, what else we got? We got this here. And just so you know, home is our happy place. Okay, enough of that crap. At that, we got pretty little things everywhere. Oh, hey, there's cupboards. So there's cupboards here. There's cupboards here. And you may want to know how big that cupboard is. I just know it. That was satisfying. And then it's this big. It's 2 Chris arms. Big that way. And a little bit big, quarter Chris arm that way. Same set over here. We got, coconut oil, some organic amber, agave, keto nut cereal. I think this is the food section. I do the outside stuff. Lisa does the inside stuff. So I don't really know what's in here. but it's delicious. Oh, and then so the we keep the drill for the, if we want to put the top up and down, we got the big boy drill because that's what we had. Boom. You stick this thing, move the delicate flowers into this thing, and you go, and it goes either up or down depending on what you're doing. Lisa's waving at me. I think she's nervous. I don't know what she's nervous about. I'm as calm as a cucumber. So we keep that down there so it's easy to get to and out of the way. And then the red arc, Manager 30, is right down here. That's the brains of the operation electronically. It brings the electricity in from the truck. It brings the electricity in from the solar. If you have extra solar plugged in like we do out there, it brings that in. And it figures out what to do with it. And it tells you over here what it's doing. So, super cool.
So when we're ready to put the top down, then we take our electric drill and we insert it here, making sure that it goes in the correct direction for down and then correct direction for up. And then it goes down. And the best way of doing down is having the door shut and your max fan on, because it creates a suction that literally folds in each corner very nicely. So, whoops. So that's where we store that. And then our upper cabinets, our coffee section. I like the accordion doors. This is our restroom section. And then on your left, this one back here carries all of our baking items. So when I get my Coleman stove out, I can bake some cookies or even a cake. And then this side is coconut oil, back stock on pancake mix, cereal, so forth. Super handy. Additional storage for food can take us out a week and a half, 2 weeks before we have to go back to the grocery store. So the best part is when the angels sing. I'm liking this. No one expects all the storage underneath your queen size bed. So I'm showing you. So I've created my side for my clothing. I've even got some sweaters and coats back there in case we ever run into colder weather. Extra bathroom items, books in the middle. And then over here on Chris's side, we have his clothes. And then we also have some hiking pants. His backpack carries water bladders. And I honestly don't know what a standard queen width is, but it goes all the way back. This storage has been super helpful. And then you just pull it down to close it.
Dance floor. Much easier to get up into the bed. Oh. And this is where all the action happens. I mean, sleep happens. And we got things you can open there with the Velcro. How many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10? There's 10 of these things. You probably can't see it, but hey, you can hear it because I got the microphone. Put these up, and then when we come to bed at night, we want to look at the stars and have fresh air. Boom. Fresh air stars. It's glorious. Max air fan right there. What's cool about that, they picked out a fan that's strong enough to suck the insides of the top of the camper in, so when you're going down, it folds in properly. This thing, as they say, sucks. Okay. I think that's it. You got
good sleep.
So you've got to interior decorate. Make it homey so it's inviting and you enjoy it. So my little touch are my string lights. They actually give a lot of light out at night. And then all these windows up here, you can totally stargaze out of these. It's been amazing.
All right, so everybody starts with the outside first. I don't know why, but that's the way they do it. So we always do things a little bit different. So we're gonna do the outside last. And if Lisa wants, she can do the outside too, and we'll have the man and woman's version. She's shaking her head no, so you're just gonna get the man version. I hope it's good. So these are the Arctic turn windows. Left that one open. So that's kind of cool. So you can hear 1 clicky, 2 clicky, 3 click, oh, 3 clicky, and then all the way down, and then you close little things and it's closed up. So yeah, one of those. We got an LED light strip here, which is really cool. The other side has 2, and then this is where your AC would plug in during, if you're at somebody's house. We never are. This is a refrigerator, just a vent up and down. This is the plug for the solar. Right behind Lisa, there's 200 watts of solar that Hallmark Campers is letting us borrow. So that was super cool. Thank you, Matt. There's a solo stove that we rarely use. There's Lisa's shoes. Those are super important. And then I guess you could put stuff in there, but we don't have the slinky hose. What do they call it? Stinky hose? Right. We don't have the thing that most people would pull out with an RV, the black tank hose. We said nay, nay. So negative there. These are awesome work boxes. I keep these open when they're locked. I keep these open when they're not locked. Hang on, we got dog issues. These are the work boxes, which are super cool. I leave this open when it's not locked, just as a reminder to me that it's not locked. So we got here, and then this one. Lisa, do you want to bring the camera all the way over here? Maybe a little bit closer. Right. Oh, you're the perfect camera person in the entire world. So we keep all the gas stuff in here. So this is what we make our coffee with. A couple extra of those. One of these little guys for the, I don't know if it's too dark. Maybe you can't see in there. One of these. One of these. 2 more extras. In this guy, we keep all of our getting the water stuff. So there's a hose in here. There's a filter. We don't need to bring all that stuff out. And then there's the propane, 20-pound propane tank. I keep the extra little thing to plug in if we happen to go to a house where we can plug in. We have not done that once. We've been on the road a month and a week, 4 or 5 weeks. And then extra ones of these. And we're good there. And then one thing to note, Hallmark Camper, super nice. They put in this propane thingy mabobber here, but it's like got 2, so it's got a backup. So they spend the extra 10, 15 bucks to get the higher quality one. So if the main regulator gives out, you've got a backup regulator. At least that's how I understand it. Matt, if I'm wrong or somebody else knows that I'm wrong, correct me, but it's the better quality one. That's what you can expect from Hallmark Campers. They don't cut corners and get the cheap stuff. All right, Lisa, you want to go to the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we will, this is a Chris takeover moment. This is our normal little cute setup. So we've got, boom, see those cutesy little chairs, the nice little carpet, I think you'd call it. And then the camper, we can look inside and feel all warm and cozy. Okay, back. Hope that didn't make you all too sick. Okay, so this is the other thing that we'll generally use, that Lisa likes to use these for, is to hold all this little thing. But in here, oh hey, 5 gallons, roughly 20 liters, and another one behind there. If you can see that, bright yellow and beautiful, extra diesel is what's in there. In here, another work box, super important. Because we've got the water here, I'm super smart and logical, so I keep the soap right here if I want to wash my grubby hands. And then all kinds of miscellaneous stuff, lots and lots of tools. Not going to go through all that because it would take too long. We're running out of light. But I brought everything, even though we have a brand new truck, because that's how it works. If you don't bring it, you'll need it. So I brought everything. We haven't had to use barely anything. Miscellaneous tools for putting the Guzzle H2O in. Miscellaneous tools to do, I don't know, weird miscellaneous stuff that comes up. We got a drill. We got all this stuff. Anyway, so we can close that up, put Olive back on our thing there. We've got these really nice backup lights that are super bright. I do want to adjust them to go a little bit further out so they're not just going down. Another project for another day. Good thing we got some tools. And then on this side, we've got the hot water heater thing is in here. I've actually never opened this. I think it opens. It says hot, danger. We might have danger. Danger close. Okay, we're not gonna screw with that. Anyway, it opens and you can do stuff. We've got another LED light here. And the second one, because this side is amazing, we've got another LED light right here. We've got the same windows that we had on the other side, boom and boom, for all that glorious light. We've got your city water intake. We've got the, oh, hey. Are you into hot showers? Right here, opens kind of tough, but you get the little hose thing here and you feel all delightful and it's really nice. We got that, and then this is where all the yucky water comes out from the sink, the gray water comes out there and then goes into your little holding tank down there. This here has a lock because water is super valuable, and that's where you put the water in from the hose, or in our case, from the Guzzle H2O. Boom shakalaka. Right here. The Stream Guzzle H2O, folks, right here. And we've got other videos in that, but that will go to the creek and then the hose goes into there. Delightful water that is, again, carbon block filtered and LED UV purified, I think is the right word. I don't know. I don't work there. Anyway, so we've got that. I think that's it. I'm breathing heavy. I feel like we went through a lot in a very short amount of time. If you have any questions, Lisa's yawning behind the camera.
I'm sure you will have questions. Chris is pretty quick.
If you have questions, let us know in the comments below. Send us an email, send smoke signals, send us whatever you send with your questions, and we're happy to answer them. We are delighted with the Hallmark Victor. They have plenty of different floor plans, so depending on what you're looking for, you can pick out your own floor plan. We are equally delighted with the Guzzle H2O because purified, clean drinking water, to us anyway, is kind of super important. I think we did it.
Yeah.
Is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Oh, hey, did you hit stop record?
No.
I thought of a couple more things. So and I don't know, can we see? How much can we see? Woo, there we go. Okay, you got it? Mm-hmm. So if you get one of these, one of the things that's super important, double, triple check, I think we make quadruple checks, is before you go up, these little fellers need to be off. Super important, or you'll rip them off and you'll have a bad day. And then once you lower it down, you're gonna put these, I do it just so it's just tight enough not to fall off. It's not designed, from what Matt said, what I remember, to really crank it down and hold it down. That means you probably didn't take the drill and push it all the way down as much as you should have. And because I always think of more things, I thought of a couple more things. Come follow me right here. Lisa, can we see? Yep. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I think we can do that with that open. We've got a ladder. Boom, boom. So we got a ladder here. It would be super funny if Chris took a big tumble right now, huh? So we got this